Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
All right, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm sorry that I had to keep you waiting. I was in another meeting.
That's okay. That's okay.
Thank you.
So, yeah, sorry about yesterday. There was some problems with the Wi-Fi.
No problem. Welcome to the interview. My name is Lydia and I'm the assistant to Mr. Casey. And before we start this interview, I'd like to let you know that I'm recording it so that I can send it to the director and the rest of the team for quality purposes. Is that okay with you?
Okay. I'm sorry. I had just some people talking. I couldn't hear what the last thing you said was. This is the first time I've done this. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm saying I'm recording this interview so that I can send it to the director and the rest of the team for quality purposes. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Thank you. What's your name?
My name is Mike Voras, and I live on Union, in the corner of Union and 8th Street. And I found out about the position through one of our neighbors, and they told me that you guys have, a few clients right across the street from where I live. And I had done that. I don't know. Did you get to see my application? Did you get to see my application? Did you get to read any of that? Okay. Yeah. So I held like a similar position several years ago, and I really enjoyed it. So I thought I'd, put an application and see if I could help you guys out.
Thank you. So what's your date of birth?
July 8th, 1978.
Where do you live?
I live on Union Street in Wilmington.
Full address?
It's 724 North Union Street, apartment R2, Wilmington, Delaware.
Thank you. Do you own transportation?
What is that?
Do you own
Do I
transportation?
have transportation? Yeah, yes, I have a car, yeah.
Do you have any certifications that we should know about?
I've held some certifications in the past. I would have to renew them, but I have had first aid training, CPR. I had some AMAP certifications at one point, so I could give clients medications. Just stuff like that. Aside, just basic, home healthcare stuff. So,
thank you.
I was never had a CNA or anything like that. They called my position a behavioral health technician instead of a certified nursing assistant.
Okay. What's your availability?
My schedule is completely open. I can work first, second, or third shift, and whatever availability is there. So.
Okay. How soon can you start?
I'm not opposed to doing the overnight shifts thing. Immediately. I'm ready to start whenever you guys are ready for me to come. So.
Thank you. When was your last fingerprint for the SBI?
The last time, what?
The last time you had your fingerprint taken?
Oh, okay. It's probably been 15 years or so, but I have no problem going to take care of that again for you.
Okay. Can you pass a drug test?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Can you pass a physical examination?
I believe so. It's been a while since I had one, but I think everything should be fine. Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
And how did you hear about this position?
What's that?
How did you hear about this position?
One of our one of my neighbors started with you guys maybe like about 3 weeks, a month ago, and he just mentioned that he had changed jobs, and when he told me what he was doing, I let him know that I would be interested in holding a position with you guys as well. So that's how I found out about it. So he said that that they had told him that they needed a bit of help. So
Okay.
that's how I found.
What do you know about the company?
But not a whole bunch. I mean, just from the videos that I watched from your guys' site, and from what I heard, what I'd been told from my neighbor. So, and it sounded a lot like the position I talked about holding in the past. So,
okay. And why do you want this job?
why do I want the job?
Yeah.
It's the last position I held was a very physically demanding position, and after a couple months after I left that job, I found out I had incurred a spinal injury, and it kind of changed how I had to look at my future employers. So I feel like this position would be good as far as my spinal injury limitations. I'm not supposed to do a bunch of very physically demanding stuff, what I mean, lifting stuff, what I mean, stuff like that, putting my body to the extremes. So that's a big part of why I wanted to apply with you guys too. So I could walk and everything's fine. I mean, I just need to be careful about what I do, is because of they fused part of my spine together in the back in my neck, so had to take a couple of discs out and fuse parts of it together.
Okay, and why should we hire you?
What's that?
Why should we hire you?
Why should you hire me? I'm a extremely compassionate person, and I feel like I could contribute a good amount of help to your company, and contribute to the clients having a happy and satisfactory time with your company.
Okay. What do you consider to be your biggest weakness?
My biggest weakness, I would say I'm a little maybe over compassionate, a little kind of a I'm a people pleasing person, you know what I'm saying? Kind of, sometimes I'm too nice for my own good. So just, just trying to be honest,
Thank you. Tell me about a challenge or a conflict that you faced at work and how you dealt with it.
Well, the last position I held, I would do treatments for people's lawns with herbicides and pesticides and stuff, and often people would want to challenge about whether or not the services were worth paying for or not, and so I would deal with that a good bit in the last position that I held. And you just gotta stay positive and be as polite as possible, and try to be as honest and truthful as you can, and convincing at the same time. And then prior to that, I mean, I've held positions mainly like in the service industry as a cook or a bar bag, this and that, and that is fraught with conflict. on a daily basis. You know, you can't make everybody happy all the time, but you do have to just take care of the business at hand and make sure the things you're responsible for are taken care of in a timely and proper fashion. You know, and just got to understand sometimes you just can't make everybody happy, but you have to take care of what's expected of you, and you know, so.
I get it. And where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I would like to actually I wouldn't mind still being working with a company like yours actually in 5 years from now. I think, you know, that's a pretty like self-rewarding position, I think, you know, helping people who need help, and you know, you just making that human connection with people is pretty rewarding for me. So I probably would like to try to continue with something like that. And I honestly, I really like living in Wilmington too. So I'd hope to maybe find myself still here in 5 years doing something like this. Be happy, you know.
Awesome. And why do you want to quit your current job?
What my current position? I'm not working at the moment. Since COVID happened, I've been at home, you know, and just with my family and trying to stay safe and trying to, you know, make our way through this. You know, it's been a little difficult, you know, for everybody, I know. And I'm happy to see that things are starting to open up again, but you know, same time it is still very dangerous with the virus, and you know, you just gotta try to adapt to everything. You know, things are gonna change. You know, got to change with them.
I get it. What are you looking for in this
Have
new
you guys
position?
had any? What am I looking for in this position?
Yes.
I would like to, you know, contribute to, you know, some of my neighbors having as happy and as healthy as a life as possible, and you know, and then you know, earn a living wage and help support my family, and you know, if I could do those things together at the same time, I feel like that would be a pretty satisfying experience.
And what type of work environment do you prefer?
I feel like it's good to, you know, try to. What type of what do I prefer?
What type of work environment do you prefer?
What type of work environment do I prefer?
Yeah.
I guess when I did a position like this before, I would work with people at their homes, and I felt pretty comfortable doing that. I would rather work with a client at their house than at like like an instituted environment. You know, I feel more. I felt like I'd be more comfortable doing, you know, that, and than being at somebody's house and being at like an office or something. You know, I mean, so I mean that's kind of like what the position is, right? Like working with people at their homes. Or do you guys have like a meeting place that clients come to, or is it primarily people at their homes that you assist?
That one, Mr. Casey will be in a good position to respond to you.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So so yeah, I mean, I hope you know, everything has been clear and eligible through this call. This is the first time I've done one of these. You know, the ever-changing technological environment that we live in now. So, but Is everything been okay? Has it been clear? Can you
Okay.
understand me and everything?
Yeah, yeah. And what are your greatest professional strengths?
Highly compassionate. I feel like I'm fairly intelligent, and I would, I feel like I would put myself in the, in a position to help the clients at hand. Whatever they mean, position, whatever the day may take. I would like to, I feel like I'd be there to help people out as much as they need.
Okay, thank you. And how
Yeah.
would your last boss and coworkers best describe you?
How would my last boss describe me?
Yes.
Uh, I feel like he would tell you, I could be an asset to your company, and a valued asset. He was pretty happy with my performance, and and I helped help his company grow, and we had a pretty good relationship. So I feel like he'd be happy. Have nothing but good things to say about me. So.
That's good to hear. And have you discussed your salary requirements with Mr. Casey?
No, I haven't. But honestly, I would really just be happy to just be doing anything right now. I mean, it's been a pretty good while since I've had a job, because of COVID and everything. So I'm pretty happy just earning whatever I can do. You know what I mean? Because I mean, we've learned to self-sustain, with the little bit that we do have. So I mean, anything more is, better than now. So I think we'll be okay with whatever you had to offer. Yeah.
Okay, so the job at Reliable Aid starts at $11 per hour.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Thank
I'd
you.
be happy with that.
Thank you. So
Okay.
we have come to the end of the interview, and I would like to thank you for taking the time to have this interview with me and for your patience. And before I let you go, I'd like to request a favor from you. I'm going to send you an email with the things that we need from you. And in that email, I'll also include a link to a form that you should submit and let the director and the rest of the team know how I treated you.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you. Meanwhile, keep an eye on your email. Someone will reach out to you. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much. And you have a great day too.
Bye.
All right. Thank you very much. Goodbye.